we're going to talk Arsenal now. And Moises Caicedo was pretty unlikely to come off once Bournemouth had dug their heels in. They've looked elsewhere for a kind of stand-in midfielder, someone who can back up the quality they have at the moment. And they found it in Jorginho at Chelsea. It's not played well with everybody, to the point where Edu out was trending on Twitter, which even from a Tottenham fan's point, even me, feels a bit tight. Let's see what Jacob Hawley, comedian and Arsenal fan, makes of it. Hi, Jacob.
Hi guys, how we doing?
Yeah. I mean, my immediate feeling was I think he's got a fair bit of credit in the bank, Edu, with the business he's done for you, hasn't he?
You'd have thought so, with us being top of the league and all that. I've been sort of sifting through Twitter, and the abuse he's getting is insane. It's he never gets the right target. He always misses out on our first choice. It's like, well, the second choices that he has managed to get are doing all right, aren't they? If we're top of the league, it's really weird.
It's an interesting one, Jorginho. He's probably going to be one of those players you bring on for the last 15 minutes to calm everything down when you're 2-0 up. I mean, he's unlikely to start that many games. You won't miss many penalties with him there either. So I mean, it's what do you think? Good business or not?
I think you need to stick it in the context of this isn't. We're not buying our first choice midfielder here. We're not buying someone that we're hoping to start week in, week out. This is basically a Mohamed El Neni replacement for the subs bench. Do you know what I mean? It's if we had have gone and splashed 80-90 million quid on Caicedo, who's a decent player and he's only 21, we'd have all been getting to next week and going, right, well, I hope he's on the bench because I'd rather have Thomas Partey fit. So we're talking about a change on our subs bench. It's not. I think people get so excited by these big money transfers. It really reminds me of the Mudryk thing. Everyone wanted this Ukrainian next Neymar. Let's give him 80, give him 90, give him 100 million quid. It's like, well, I've seen some clips of him, and most of the stadiums that he plays in have got tennis courts on one half of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you get Trossard and people go, it's boring. It's like, well, he's got 7 Premier League goals. What do you want? I think it's a real thing now with the social media age. People just want these big money transfers. It's nothing to do with the player. Right now, Jorginho is a better football player than Caicedo. He's got a Champions League winners medal. He's won the Euros. He captained Chelsea 2 weeks ago. He's 31 years old. He's going to come and sit on the bench unless Thomas Partey gets injured. And when we're winning, he's going to come on and pass the ball around to make sure we see out games. That's it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's a safe pair of hands, isn't it? Which is often damning with faint praise, but that's what you need. I mean, I went to see Oxford United v Arsenal and El Neni, and I always forget El Neni's still there because he only seems to sort of play the cup game. So yeah, he is a bench warmer, and I suppose you've signed someone who's a bit more than that, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that FA Cup game, Charlie, but then obviously Friday night we had the FA Cup game against City, which was going all right, and then Thomas Partey comes off. I think it was a problem with his ribs in the end. Sambi Lokonga comes on, and it all kind of falls apart.
Didn't it?
Yeah, it does, and it's nothing against the player. I don't think that's his position, really, playing at the base of a midfield. And so you go, well, what do we need? We don't need a £90 million transfer. We don't need someone to come in and transform the midfield. We need someone to come in and play FA Cup games, 20 minutes at the end. Jorginho's perfect. He's won an awful lot. I read somewhere that it was Arteta's choice, and if Arteta hasn't got credit in the bank, then I don't know who does. And ultimately, he's not going to play that much football for us, so who cares? He's not earning that much money for us. I read it's going to be 120 grand a week. He's there for 18 months. It's fine. And ultimately, I think what all us Arsenal fans should be thinking about is who do we actually want to replace Partey long term? For me, it's Declan Rice. And I think if we'd have gone down that Caicedo route, I don't see us throwing 90 million quid at Caicedo now. And then in the summer, what on earth are West Ham going to ask for Rice? 120, 150? Also, Chelsea won't get Caicedo, so they will want Rice. And they'll pay 300 if it takes that, because Todd Bowley's a lunatic. So I think what this does protect... This protects the prospect of us bringing in Rice in the summer. It's an insurance plan until then. And for all of those Arsenal fans that are upset about it, all I say is this: when we do win the league in June, just try not to look at Jorginho's face when he's holding the trophy, and you'll still be happy.
And look, an experienced head, a proven winner, an experienced head in a young dressing room. So I mean, look, it's not one that excites you, but I don't see it as a bad bit of business. A sensible bit of business.
What we're doing on the pitch should excite us. This is what blows my mind. I've never had a transfer window where I've been less engaged. Well, I'm usually refreshing Twitter every 5 minutes, trying to search for someone's name to find out if they're coming or not. I don't care because we win every week. Like 4 years ago, when there were. Well, I say that now. We got Sean Dyche's first game for Everton. And I'm a bit scared
1-0, 89.
I don't, please, Charlie, please. But I don't care about the transfer. I don't care about Mudryk because I've got Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe. I don't care about Caicedo because I've got Thomas Partey. I think Thomas Partey is the best holding midfielder in the league at the moment. I think our wide players are the best wide players in the league. Why are people getting so upset about this transfer window? I get it if there's big holes in the squad that you think need filling. We've lost Mohamed El Neni. We've not lost a first choice player. You replace him with someone who's going to come in, sit on the bench, nice, apparently nice enough guy around the dressing room. All the squad are apparently happy about it. Great, done. Move on. Look forward to the football. All these fans on Twitter getting upset. Go and play FIFA. Go and play Football Manager. You can sign Caicedo twice if you want.
Good stuff. Lovely to talk to you, Jacob. What are you up to at the minute?
Jacob's on tour, aren't you, mate?
You're touring.
Doing your own PR as well, I see.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that another time, how that's going. But yes.
So
I'm starting my tour. First date is in Leicester next Friday. I'll be in London the 25th of Feb. All tickets on my website, jacobhawley.co.uk. I am doing my own PR. I accidentally ordered a load of A3 flyers rather than A5, which for the uninformed,
you're always handy. You're always handy to fold into about eight.
Nice big poster-sized flyer.
If you see a flyer on the streets of Leicester in 10 days' time, holding out flyers that he can barely lift because they're so big, do take pity on him and buy a ticket.
Well, that's the first 10 minutes of the set,
Lovely,
isn't it? Surely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Cheers, Jacob. All the best.
Nice one, guys. Have a good one.
There we are. Dose of reality for some Arsenal fans getting a bit carried away today. Edu out, indeed. Jacob Hawley there. Go and catch him on tour and go and check out those big A3 flyers.
Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon from 1 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.